Hi there and welcome to Panning with Kezia. This is the intro for Pan Those Eyeshadows. I'm not sure who made this project, but I have seen so many people do this and I just get inspired to do the same, so that's what I'm going to do. It's basically about randomizing eyeshadows in your collection and using them in different extents. I've seen people do usage goals to hit pan in them and so on. So these are my rules. I'm going to pick 4 eyeshadows randomly from my collection. They cannot be like each other, so alike that I can only use one of them at one time, you know? So I don't want them to be too similar. I don't want them to be too similar to my Pan That palette either, because I am doing this in conjunction with that project and I do want them to kind of make the other project more fun. So I want them to complement each other and not like take over, if you know what I mean. And this might be pretty hard for me to randomize anything else because there are 20 shades in there and I have a few nude palettes, but I do have some colorful as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I will randomize 4 shadows and if they don't fit, I will randomize another one. My next rule is that if I don't want to use a shadow anymore, if I have used it 10 times, I can roll it out. And when I roll something out, I can roll something else in. So let's say I get a really bright, crazy color that I am not like digging, that I don't really want to work with. If I have used that shadow 10 times and I have come to the conclusion that, okay, I don't really want to wear this on a daily basis and there is such a long way to panning this that I just feel like this will be in the whole year and I will not feel inspired to use it, you know, then yeah, after 10 times I can roll it out. So I think those are my rules. Also, regarding usage, I can use it whatever way I want. I can use them on my eyes, as a contour, as a blush, as nail polish, like whatever I want to use them as, that is one use. If I do my makeup in my face, that is one use. Even if I use it both as like an eyebrow color or eyeshadow, like it's just one use if I use it in my face. But if I would reapply makeup later in the day, that's another use. If I would use it on my body somehow or the nails or something, that's another use. Yeah, that is how I kind of count my usage. So I'll bring you closer and we'll randomize these colors and see what we get. Okay, so I just typed random number generator and this came up. So I'm going to randomize from my inventory from 12 up until 511. So the first shade is 267. Next one is 24, 501, and 205. I'm also going to have some extra numbers. I'm going to take, let's say 4 extra, just in case all of these are similar to the ones in my Pan That palette. And let's see which ones they are. So the first shade is Oh So Delicate by Makeup Mecca. It's from the Signature Full Face Multi-Use Palette. And it is this shade here. Now I think this is way too similar to a shade that I have in my Pan That palette. So let's see, I have the Pan That palette here as well. So these two are very, very similar. So I'm not going to be using that one actually. So let's just take that away from here. So the next shade is Fluff in the Icon Mini by Absolute New York. It's this one here, and this is very much like another shade that I have in my Pan That palette, but spoiler alert, if you haven't watched that video, I hit pan in that one. So I am going to work with this one. And this is brand new. I have never even swatched them. It doesn't seem to give off a lot of color though. But I think I will be able to work with it very easily. The next one is E3 from my Spotlight palette. This is one of the few really colorful palettes I have. I love it, but I have only used it once. So this is what it looks like. Let's take this off for now. A, B, C, D, E3. It's this shimmer shade here. It's kind of bluish turquoise. Wow, that is sparkly. Wow, I'm not really used to colors at all. I'm so into nudes because I can use it every single day. But I really wanted to learn, or I still want to learn, how to make those extravagant, really colorful looks. So I'm excited to play with this. It will be fun. So we can take that off because we will be using that one. The next one is B7 from this H&M palette. So this is row A, B, C. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is this kind of emerald green. Oh, that does not give off a lot of color. I think this might be too old. This is actually one of the oldest palettes in my collection. I had this long before I got into makeup, like 3 years ago. But it still is a very pretty shade, and I think we can use these ones together. And I think these could work very, very well with my Pan That palette as well. Yeah, nice. So we'll be working on that one as well. So we'll move on to the next shade here because we are going to have 4 of them. The next shade is number 2 in Pretty Mattes by Makeup Mecca. And again, this is a shade I am fairly confident I have in my Pan That palette. It is pretty much like the I don't know how to swatch this. It's the Peaches and Dreams, I think. It's very much like. Anyway, not a lot of difference in that. So I am going to roll in another one because the thing is, I didn't know I had so many of the same shades actually. I thought this would be fairly easy to not get the same shades. On the other hand, my Pan That palette, it has 20 shades in it. All of them are kind of neutral, so we are kind of looking for shades in these palettes. And the next one is actually in the Spotlight as well, the Spotlight palette. It's the B1, which is this one here. Now this one, I do think is, ooh, that is nice. That is much more pink than, maybe it is kind of the same. Why is it so hard to find other colors? So now I really hope that this color will work. It's the Cafe Frappe, or however you pronounce that. Looks like a very light taupe or something. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, it is really light. and it's kind of cool toned. I don't think that my the colors in Panda palette is as cool toned, so I think this will stay. Yeah, this will stay. So yeah. Yay! So these are the 4 palettes I'm going to be working with. So this is my color story. I re-swatched them for you so that it's not so messy. I hope you can see that. This is really, really nice metallic or shimmer. Wow, I love this. And even though I'm not used to wearing these colors, this is a shimmer and this is really old, and I feel like I need to apply pretty much of it when applying it. So maybe I will hit pan on it faster because I need to use much of it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's so much in this eyeshadow that I have swatched it a few times now. But it is really high up, like the dome is kind of massive. It looks like a really deep shadow, but I feel like maybe I should try to hit pan here in the corner because it will be easier. Is that cheating? Maybe it is. But I actually am very happy with these colors. I have this light that you can barely see, and this will be a really, really great substitute to the marshmallow in my Panda palette that I have already hit pan on. So I'm excited about that because I know I can hit pan in that and that I can use that almost every single day. Now these two, they're fun because I never use color, but that's what I want to do with this this project as well. I want to kind of force myself to use those shadows because I do love them, and I want to kind of inspire myself to do so, and yeah, whatever. And this light brown will also be pretty easy to use, I think. So yeah, and they work very well together, and that is not always the case when I see these videos. So I'm excited. We'll see where this goes. So that was it for the intro of Pando's eyeshadows. If you want to follow this journey, please subscribe. If you like this video, click that thumbs up, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!